Welcome to this week's Talking Codswallop. I am Gemma.
I am, and I nearly said James. I'm Andy.
He's not James.
It's not James.
Yeah, no, nor am I. And there's
Indeed.
a really, really cute thing in my viewpoint at this moment in time. And it's not just me.
I thought it was about me.
Oh, he's gone away now. God damn it. But maybe we'll talk about that in a bit.
Yeah.
Let's just allude to it and never talk about it.
Yeah. Exit stage right.
Yeah, exactly.
He's getting very close to my keyboard, so if I do suddenly disappear, it ain't me.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. This is our final episode of the year, so just to let Andy know that I've surprised you with some Christmas episode.
Right, so we've been talking enough Codswallop this week. I'll love you and leave you. Happy New Year, and I hope you've had a fantastic Christmas. Mwah.
All right, fine. I'm not going to really make it. Who's on the phone?
Oh, God, I bet you're great at charades.
Yeah, I really am, actually.
Check
I'll check my phone. Oh, okay. You know, you can't distract me when I'm recording. I'm trying to be professional.
And you invite me to the show?
Exactly. Oh, okay. That's going to be the picture of the episode. Right. Let's pretend that didn't happen. And we are going to crack on with everything else. I'm only joking, Andy. Don't worry. It's not going to be a Christmas-centric episode. It's going to be a normal one. But I have got a tiny little bit of Christmas at the very end. Hopefully we can laugh at it, or we can just laugh at how crap it is. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Or I could use that time to go to the toilet.
You could, but I don't want you to. Right, so Andy, how have you been? What have you been up to? Brought anything new?
Nothing much, really. Not much has changed. No. I mean, I've got a puppy.
Puppy!
A little 10-week-old puppy at this point of recording. So, yeah.
I've just had the pleasure of seeing him as well, which is absolutely wonderful for me. I could almost stroke him, but I couldn't because, but
you leave my puppy alone.
Yes. But yeah, so first of all, what inspired you to purchase said puppy? And second of all, just tell us a little bit more about it, really. Come on, fill in some time.
So it's a dog. It's brown. I don't know. I think during lockdown, I was like, I think I've got, if this is going to be pretty much the future, whether it was working full time from home or hybrid working, I thought, maybe I've got some space in my life for a dog, because I love my cats, but it's very transactional, in terms of like when you just sat on the sofa and you think, I could do with a bit of lap time. And it's like, all right, bye. Yeah, so over the last few years, I just thought, thought about it more and more. And then, I think in October, I thought, just do it. Stop procrastinating and just go ahead and do it. And then just a couple of days scanning on pets for homes. Saw a couple of adverts and, saw little Roy.
Yep.
Yeah, brought him home. And best decision I've made in the last 2 weeks.
Other than being on this podcast, of course. Also, I can hear myself.
Podcast, yes.
Also, I can hear myself very slightly. So, can you turn me down slightly? Because as much as we've established that,
my hands are in plain view.
No, I didn't say turn me off. I said.
Right, let's have a look. Which way's that going? Well, hopefully that's better.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, no, that is better. I can't hear myself now. So originally his name was Leroy, because I have put a post to say Leroy, but his name did get changed to Roy. So if anyone's wondering why, at one point he was Leroy and now he's Roy.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was just a French thing. Leroy.
Roy.
Yeah. But Roy's a cool name for a dog.
It was originally Leroy because I've got Lacey, Levi, and it made sense to have another L. But just thought it through, and actually Roy was always going to be the starter anyway. Because when I was a little kid, I met a dog on holiday, and he became a holiday dog friend, and I named him Roy. So yeah, I guess I should call him Roy the second. But no, he'll just be Roy.
Yeah. Oh, that is all. We got a cute Andy child story as well that we didn't expect, even though Gemma heard it before. So she's heard it twice, so it's like boring now. But
Talk about ruining the mystery.
and he said, "No, I'm not going to share that with the salty tadpoles." And then he did.
I know. I'm getting soft in my old age. I'm 45 this month.
I know. Did you get anything nice for your birthday so far?
I've got some tat in the post, yeah. No, I got a very nice pair of socks, and a mug to go with them, so I can drink basically naked in my socks now.
I mean, the sock can go wherever you like.
It might fall off, to be fair.
No, I
got a Mr. Grumpy mug and sock set.
Yeah, because I literally was. Oh, sorry, spoiler alert! I was the one who got it. I saw it in
the return
Tesco's.
address gave it away.
No, I meant spoiler alert to the salty tadpoles. Yeah, so I saw this in Tesco's, and I was just like, oh my god, I have to get it. And then I was sort of umming and ahhing it, and I was like, oh, how am I going to get this in the post without? And I managed to get some bubble wrap, obviously. So hopefully it got there in one piece. But good. But
it took me 3 days to get into it.
Well, that's normal. To be fair, Gemma's wrapping is normally quite like that anyway.
If anyone's experienced hospital bed sheets, that ain't got nothing on Gemma's wrapping.
No, exactly. Yo.
Hi. She's on mute.
I've got a bit of a tickle today. I don't know what's going on, but there we go. I'm still here, unlike James. James. Yeah, all the smoking.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. But that's all right.
I won't be that ex-smoker.
No, you better not be, because, it's the ass.
Over here. Oh, it's all so much better when you give up smoking.
Yeah, whatever, fuck off. But no, anyway, I've got a bit of a cough about me that's different to my smoker's cough, actually. So, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It's Christmas, as you guys know. In the
Christmas doesn't exist.
No, to be fair, I think you're quite right there. I think, sometimes I would prefer to not do anything for Christmas. So the salty tadpoles are aware. Yes, we are pre-recording stuff so that we have got December off to either do family things or buy presents, or just for Andy to be a miserable git. So
Git with a beautiful puppy.
With a beautiful puppy who's not just for Christmas. So there we go. They got the episode title in there.
Yeah. He's for life, not just for Christmas.
Yes, exactly. And he's going to be a beautiful big boy. What breed is he as well? I know you've told me, but
I'm going to butcher this one. So he's a Labrador.
Yeah.
Crossed with a Weimaraner.
A Weimarama.
Weimarama. I'm going to nail that in the next 5 years.
Yeah. It's although it is different, isn't it, that Gemma actually can correct Andy on how to say something. So that was actually quite a nice moment for me. Thank you.
Yeah. And I think if everyone just looks out the window, you might see a blue moon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it does happen once in a blue moon. You're right.
So that would then to Labmarana.
Labmarana, I reckon.
Labmarana.
Yeah.
He is a Labmarana.
It's a bit like Socks's official term is a Borador, because he's a border collie crossed with a Labrador. So yeah.
So and his dad was the Lab, and his mum was a Silver.
Oh, so, he's got to be so soft, ridiculous. Yeah.
Very soft.
Yes.
I have to be careful because I might just pick him up and use him as toilet tissue. He's that soft.
Oh no!
I classify him as a 5-ply.
No dogs were harmed in the recording of this podcast.
I got him red for chocolate for a reason.
Yeah. And I suppose the next question is, when are you going to get a goldfish or a hamster so you've got the full, meal set? You got the cats, you got the dog. the food chain?
I was thinking, well, I've gone cat then dog, so I need to
Yeah.
go next. I need to go height. So we're going in an upwards trend.
So a lion?
Shetland pony.
Oh, a Shetland pony. But I don't think the Shetland pony could eat the dog or the horse, though. Eat the dog or the cats, though, could
From
it?
a predator perspective.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. You know, like how you've got the sort of food chain going.
Yeah.
You've got a dog that eats the cat, so to speak. Not that your dog will eat your cats, but then you need to get like a hamster or a fish so that the cats can eat a fish or a hamster. But a Shetland pony works, and be happy.
I was going the light way for once, and you were going the dark.
I always go the dark way, Andy. I always go the dark. The goth in me still runs through my veins.
Every day's Halloween.
Yes, it is. When that's a non-day. Merry Christmas, every fucker.
So, do you have a black and white Christmas tree then?
Do you know what? I'd love one. I did actually.
Purple and black striped feet.
Oh, that would be amazing. I really want one. When I used to have a Christmas tree in my bedroom, which I don't have anymore, it actually was a black Christmas tree. You know, you can get those sort of, well, they're coloured black, aren't they? And then you just put tinsel and stuff like that on it. It was obviously a fake tree. And I also used to have these little figurines as well, which were Nightmare Before Christmas. So I used to hang all of those on, but they unfortunately broke. So not all of them, but most of them. So I was a bit sad. So yeah. So actually, what you were making a joke out of, actually, technically true. I have. Yeah, I don't really decorate my room anymore. I can't be asked because you've only got, it's up for like a few weeks and then you're taking it down and you're like, oh, that was so much effort. And then you're like, oh, my room feels so much bigger now because I haven't got all this shit around. And then it's like,
I find it very anticlimactic.
Yes. Yeah, me too. Yeah. It's like even with Christmas presents this year, only sort of buying gifts for my mum and Graham, and they're buying for me and them, kind of thing, the three of us. My brother's been sort of out of work for a little while, so they haven't really got the funds for it. And it's fine because that's one less that I've got to buy for as well, if you know what I mean. So that's good. And my nieces, we haven't done Christmas presents for a while now because they're like 20 plus. And they're like, no, we don't really want to spend money on you, even though you had to spend money on us for the first 18 years. But anyway, Codswallop. But so anyway, so it's just the three of us that are really getting gifts for each other now. And for the most part, we really kind of know what we've all got because it's like we've sort of said certain things. And I've been like, well, okay, that would be great if I could have such and such. And my mum's gone, right, okay, I'll get that. So it's stuff that we want. But at the same time, we're all of that age where we can just like, well, especially those two, you can buy stuff that you want yourself, can't you? Yeah. So it's not really any sort of surprise as such, but it don't really matter. I'll be happy if I can just sit in a house. You know what? I'd love to do the scenario that you do yearly, which is like be on your own for Christmas Day, because I think that would be so wonderful.
It's I think if you're a really outgoing person and you love just the energy and the vibe of a gathering, Christmas is perfect for you. But it just drains the fuck out of me. My social battery just drains, and it's just like, no,
I'm exactly the same. It is sad, but it isn't sad in a way, because I can fully understand where you're coming from with this, because although everyone probably thinks like I'm really sort of extrovert and I love going out and doing stuff, I'm not. I'm a massive introvert that pretends to be an extrovert. And it takes so much.
A lot of energy.
It does. It really does. And it's so tiring. And when you're already running on empty anyway, the both of us are, it's kind of like, nah, we just no. So we got a couple of sheds. I might go and sit in the shed for the day. What do you reckon? Yeah. See if the TV will work down there. Like take a TV down there and just watch telly all day and maybe go, I'm going to pop up for tea.
Take the laptop down, watch YouTube.
Yeah, could do. So we've got super fast broadband now, so it's all
Exactly.
digital now. Apparently, I don't know what the difference is, but
Look at
there
you
you go.
with your 2 McDonald's and a Starbucks, and now super fast broadband.
I know. We are slowly moving into the 20th century, guys. And I know we're in the 21st century, but we in Weymouth are moving into the 20th.
It's got rid of the fish oil lamps and now moved to electric bulbs.
Yes,
Street
exactly.
lights.
Oh, and they even turn off at midnight just to save electricity. Yeah.
Which I think is not a bad shout.
No.
Because I tell you what, right? When Matt and I used to live with each other, I had the lamppost outside my bedroom.
Yeah, that's a pain.
And so when Northampton decided to remove every other lamppost and then decided to switch them off, I think it was 1 a.m. So something like midnight to 5 a.m. or what. It was only for like 5 hours or so. I got a good night's sleep. So I didn't have that light pollution, you know. And actually, thinking about it from an ecology perspective, apparently the street lighting is really fucked up birds and insects.
Oh,
yeah.
You don't think of that, do you?
No, because of the light they emit, it just keeps their cycles are all fucked up, you know.
Oh, bless them.
Science have written stuff on it, apparently.
Yeah. Well, there you go. But also, but also the other side of it is that initially I used to always think, because the bread that I live on for the majority of it, although it's changed in the sort of the recent years, but for the majority of the time, it's been sort of like old people that live down this road, obviously myself excluded. Yeah, so I used to think, like if somebody was going to rob the house or whatever, but actually, if they're going to do that, you're going to notice more if like a car is coming down the road with their lights on or a torch or whatever, aren't you? So actually, it probably prevents a lot of that sort of thing as well.
Yeah.
So,
and the arguments of like personal safety, what about if I get mugged walking down the street? Is how often are you out walking between midnight and 5 a.m.?
Yeah, unless you're drunk. Yeah. Which I haven't been drunk for God knows how long.
Yeah. So it's like, shut it.
Yes.
But I do understand the safety concerns.
Yeah. But like you said, not many people are out at that time.
Yeah.
But there was one time, this was on the early years of the lights being sort of turned off at 12, let's say 12. Basically not just in Weymouth, I'm sure they do it in other places as well, but I took part in a midnight walk for cancer charity. Basically, the walk, you can either do 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers. And the 10 kilometers involves a massive hill. Sorry, I'm directing with my arms, by the way, everybody. That's why I'm chuckling to myself. So, and it's a horrendous hill. But anyway, so this one year I'd signed up for the 10K and I was like, right, okay, I'm going to do it. Sod the hill. I hate hills, just in case nobody knows that, but I absolutely hate hills. Yes, so walking along, we had these flashy bunny ears, it looked a bit like this. Andy can see this, so hold on. Looked a bit like this, but with bunny ears.
Oh my, yeah, they're lovely. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna take them off my head. Yes, anyway, so we were walking along, but then all of a sudden the lights turned off, and because of the flashing of the bunny ears, the flashing of the bunny. Oh my God. Almost again, it needs to be video.
I love the fact that on this podcast you turn it into a visual thing.
Yeah, I know. It's more for you as well, though. You like to see the visual side of things, surely.
I love it.
Anyway, I just did bunny ears and I flashed them. But, anyway.
In a good way.
In a good way, yeah. So anyway, because these lights were sort of going crazy and it was really pitch dark, we couldn't actually walk up the hill because everyone was getting really disorientated. And so some of the people had already walked up the hill and they were kind of halfway on their way back down. But yeah, so the event people actually decided to stop us having to walk up this hill. So I was like, yay! So I signed up for a 10K, did 5K, but still was awarded for a 10K because, it wasn't my fault. I was like, bonus. But yeah, so it was actually really insane though, because it was just like a bit like being in a rave, but kind of like you just on drugs, I guess, because you're just walking up this hill and all you can see is pink flashy bunny ears. you can't see where you're stepping at all. Oh dear, it was a lot of fun, but I couldn't do it now. Well, I probably could do some of it, but anyway. But yeah.
I need to get back out there, man.
Yeah.
I haven't run since April.
No, yeah. I think you said last time that we were recording. So at least now with your little new bundle of joy, you're going to be have to go out at least walking or whatever.
Yeah.
So
yeah, short walks, 15 minutes max.
Yeah.
For now, and about 18 months till it's fully developed. So I can't go nuts, which is good for me because I need to get back into shape, man. My health has gone absolutely fucking nuts. That's my Codswallop. It's my fucking health.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've got to go and do an ECG, lung function test, chest X-ray, asthma tests.
Oh no! Do they know? Do they know any idea what it might be or whatever? But
No. And I've got a sleep function test that I've got to go and collect the stuff for on bloody Christmas Eve.
Oh no!
Yeah, no. So so I've got an inhaler with an attachment. Attachment. Just like Gem. Chamber. That's it. So you have to do the old squirt into the chamber and then 5 to 10 deep breaths.
Yeah, I did have one of those in the early days of having long COVID. They gave me that. I wonder if that might be what you've got.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I went to a conference in April or March in London, and I caught something then. It was like a throat infection, and it never really got treated. Like I got sent to, I don't think it might be one of my Codswallop, maybe on one of the episodes early this year, but basically I started bringing up a little bit of blood because I was coughing and my throat was raw. So it wasn't coming from my lungs, it was just respiratory tract. Of course, stupidly told the pharmacist that. So they were like, oh no, we're not going to give you anything. You've got to go to hospital. I'm like, I'm not going to hospital. So I called 101 or whatever it's 111.
I think it's 111, yeah.
Yeah.
Not that we're in the emergency services. Please don't listen to us and Google it before listening to us, guys.
Yeah. It wasn't an emergency, so I didn't do 999,
Yeah.
I've got the sore throat. So of course, then I have to be truthful to them. And they went, oh, no, you go to hospital. So they went to A&E and sat around in A&E. And they went, no, it's a throat infection. Go home.
Yeah.
Just want some meds. But no one gave me any meds.
They didn't even give you like antibiotics or whatever.
No. And since then, my health has just been on a roller coaster. I think you should probably know I've been not around as much and not really responsive. And it's just my long-term chronic condition, and I've got another one as well. Just can't cope. My body just couldn't cope. Not that it was shutting down; it was just constantly tired.
Yes.
I felt like I had the beginnings of the flu, with the aches, and it was just fatigue.
Oh no, honestly, I can relate to a point with this, but don't want to take anything away from you at the same time because I know.
But you know exactly what it feels like.
Yeah, I do. There's, it's like today's a good day because I got dressed. That's dressed out of my pajamas, let's say, because yesterday I had a really awful day and I just sat and worked in my pajamas all day,
That's it.
So.
But also, I got diagnosed with mild depression and high anxiety. Hey. So I started medication for that. And that's been, they've had to start, I think I'm now on my 4th different type and dosage, or 2nd type and 4th dosage trial. So they did 2 different doses on the first lot and now on the 2nd dosage. So it's just been a complete roller coaster of different types of medication. Of course, my chronic conditions, they were trying to adjust the medications on that. So when we last recorded 42 days ago, I checked, it was 42 days ago. I was on holiday and my body just went and just completely shut down. Not like shut down like my kidneys failed, but I just melted into the sofa and just could not bloody move.
Yeah.
I kind of turned the corner. And the energy levels have been quite good. So,
but is that because you've had the rest, do you think?
I think it's part of I'm on the right dosage of meds. I think the 2 conditions are under control. Now I think we've got the right dosage on that. Yeah. So long story short, my body has just gone sort yourself out, love. Yeah. So I think
Yeah.
now that I've turned the corner, I've had the rest. You say a bit of a recharge. It wasn't enough.
Yeah.
But I think it was just enough to keep me going. So yeah, I'll just slowly get back into walks. You know, I've got so what I was doing originally, I had him in a harness, and then I was carrying him with a lead, and I had a lead, and then I just carried him on my arms.
Yeah.
Radio, do visuals.
Yeah.
And then I was out carrying him, and then I bumped into some randos who like also I've got dogs, and they're like, "Oh, do you want a rucksack? A puppy rucksack?"
Oh wow, that's
So
cool.
they lent me that, so I said I'll drop it back. So yeah, it's just a rucksack with a hole cut in the.
Yeah, so they can sort of stick their paws out and stuff, bit like
just
Frankenstein.
The head, because with the paws they could then wriggle out. You know, again, do visuals for a podcast.
Yes. I tell you what, Andy and Gemma. I know I'm talking about myself in the third person, but Andy and Gemma recording definitely should be a visual thing, because we are quite funny with our movements.
Very expressive.
Yes.
Hands above the table. So yeah. And then I'll get back into Couch to 5K, because one of the things I've got to do with him is get him used to being on his own.
Yeah, that is a big thing.
I've chosen the wrong breed mix for that, because they do suffer from separation anxiety quite badly.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but you'll get there. You'll get there in bite-sized pieces. Rome wasn't built in a day, and I'm sure you can always pop little cameras up or whatever. You know, those ones that you can speak to them or whatever, unless you got that already, because you've got so many gadgets. No. Google, check on dogs. Dog animals.
Check home feed.
So anyway, Andy's...
No, it's fucking not. I've been having that discussion with the Google Assistant this week.
Yeah.
Like, turn on this light. Okay. And then I do my stuff, and they go out and go, turn off this light. And they go, the light is offline. I'm like, it's very much online, because you've just fucking turned it on.
Again, click.
Right, it is getting to that point, but it's one of these things. Is like, if I've got pup in my hand, and I want to take him upstairs. That's really the use case.
But that's why we got elbows to go like.
Yeah, but that's not a funny bone. I don't know why they call it a funny bone, because it's not fucking funny when you smack it. It's
because it's your humerus bone. That is why. Gemma is educational this week.
Second correction in a row, but don't use up all your vouchers.
It's just the vouchers of this year, so you know.
It's the final one. So
yeah, exactly. So yeah, so I've just kept them until this
you can't roll them over.
No. Well, anyway, Andy's done a lot of talking. I'm going to tell you about my week now.
Anyway, so I think we've been talking enough Codswallop for this week.
No, I've had quite an exciting couple. Well, I had this episode, like I said, is pre-recorded. So following the episode that myself and James did, which has not been released yet, I don't think. So Andy hasn't heard this. But yeah, what's the dog doing?
They're always stretching.
Oh, okay, that's all right then. Yes, so basically I had friends come over to see me, which was very nice. And they are from, well, they live in Australia. They're from New Zealand, but they were coming across to like do a lot of different places in Europe. So, and one of the things on their list was coming from Weymouth from London to Weymouth. I paid for their train ticket because originally I was supposed to be going to London, but I don't have the capability to do London at the moment. It's too busy. Yeah. But anyway, so they did. They came down to Weymouth and we had a really, really fun time. But it also kind of leads on to a bit of Codswallop as well. So I'll do that in a minute as well. But yeah, we just I just had a day, you know, a very chill out kind of day, because I knew that they'd had a lot of intense sort of like traveling and things like that. But we just went to like the arcades and played on the 2p machines. And it was so silly, but it was really fun at the same time. And yeah, just wandered around town. I showed them bits and pieces, and we had lunch and a coffee, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, and then ended up that they came back to my house as well, so they could meet Mr. Socks, which went down well. Yeah.
Good.
Gareth.
He didn't bark at them like the postman.
Well, he did originally. He always barks originally, but he was very quick to get his tennis ball, and Gareth was his best friend. So it's Gareth and Becky. They are actually how I know them is through podcasting. So they've got a podcast called Gareth's Random Ramblings, and very good podcast. Not technically active at the moment, but they do record as soon as they can, sort of thing. So actually finally getting to meet them was a wonderful thing. Yeah, so we had a really awesome time together. And then but then the Codswallop is that the train, because like I said, I paid for train tickets for the both of them to come down, because it was the equivalent of whatever my accommodation was going to London, and it was also out of their way. So I thought, I don't want to make them pay extra. Do you know what I mean? But so their train, they came down and it was 15 minutes delayed because there was like a problem with the train or something. And then when they went on the way back, they had a 25-minute delay at Bournemouth because a guard or something wasn't on shift, and they had to wait for somebody to come on shift. Yeah, it was so ridiculous. But and then it's like, you can do the whole claim for sort of not your full money back, but like compensation. I tried doing that on both tickets, and they were like, nah. And then eventually I was like, yes, you will. So, I mean, I got £11 something back, but
they take the fucking piss, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, it was 2 tickets. It cost me £99 for the 2 tickets. So that's not too bad, because it was like, I don't know if you know this now, but they can actually do like split tickets so that it makes it a little bit cheaper.
Yeah. If you do your research,
Yeah. So actually that's how I did it. But at the same time, it was just like, it was such an inconvenience for everybody. But it wasn't, end of the day, I had a really lovely time. I got £11 back, so it's not the end of the world.
No,
but it was more that they were then inconvenienced their end, so they got to Waterloo, and then it took an hour or so to get to where their hotel was. So they were getting back at like 10, 11 o'clock at night instead of 8 or 9, or whatever it was. So
but that's bullshit with the stinginess on credits and refunds, because I had a similar-ish experience in terms of like having to go, what the actuals?
Yes.
Because me being the lazy motherfucker that I am, I ordered some food.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
I ordered some food from Wendy's. I ordered some breakfast, but I added a couple of extra patties in the burgers.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't put it in, so I reported it as missing.
Yeah.
So for 2 patties, they just gave me £1 credit, and I'm like,
how much is
like what now? We're talking something like £2.99 or something. You're £1.99 that you've charged me. Mm-hmm. They're like, yeah, well, it is our policy. I said, what? It was missing. Why are you not giving me full credit for the unit price? And then eventually they, after me being Andy, they went, if it gets you off of the fucking chat, they gave me what they should have given me in the first place. But it's just like, why have I got to be the arsehole here? I shouldn't even be talking to you. This interaction shouldn't even be happening. Get it right first time. I get it. Wendy's made a mistake. We all make mistakes, but I shouldn't have to drag my money back out of you.
Beg you for £1.
Please, can I have my money back, please?
I think that's fair, though. Yeah. I mean, it's like, I just, it's like some people might be listening to this thinking, it's only £1, it's only £2, but it's the principle of the thing, isn't it? It's like, if somebody's done something wrong, you've got to rectify your errors.
Yeah.
And
when you're paying a premium service,
mm-hmm.
and you get substandard service, then
Yeah.
you're entitled to that back.
Yes. Yeah.
If you wanted that 15-minute delay, you would have gone horse and cart to London. You know what I mean?
I'd have fucking walked.
Fucking walk. But a completely unrelated question, but something you said triggered.
Okay.
Triggered me. So the Cornetto trilogy.
Yes.
So if you're a fan of Doctor Who, you're a Whovian.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a Cornetto head?
I don't know, but that does sound fun.
What do you collectively call yourselves?
I don't think that there is a specific
Winchester
name.
Hunters?
Cornetto. And genuinely, I have no idea. Just likers of good films, I think is I think that's a better question for the Jameses. Because although Gemma watches films, she doesn't really pay attention to all that sort of stuff. So, but
I thought you were a fan.
I am.
You even gave a knitted cornetto to Simon.
I did. Yeah. I gave him one. I gave him one as well.
Yeah. And that's why he wouldn't give you an autograph.
No, I still got an autograph and a handshake. But his
happy ending.
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's fine. But no, it's it was. I honestly I don't know, but I do like the idea that you
can tell me on an episode in about 4 months' time we'll get an answer.
Yeah. There you go. Salted Tadpole interaction.
The reason why I ask is Justin, who is Basic Ollie's like spotter from the streaming that I watch. I found out I'm going to call you guys Cornetto heads.
Okay, I like that, Cornetto heads.
Yeah, him and someone else on the stream were basically sort of going, "Oh, it's so good! Oh, it's so good!" So I thought, that sounds like someone I know.
Me?
Yes. Well,
yeah.
So I thought I'd ask you because I couldn't ask them because I was watching a replay. So
okay.
I can talk to them on Discord, but I thought content.
Yeah, well,
I mean, shit content because you didn't have the answer. So no,
I didn't, and I can't be asked to look it up either. But yeah, I do like the idea of Cornetto head. That is an interesting one. Yeah. But yeah, for me, I just enjoy the films. I really enjoyed 2 of the films. The other one is kind of okay, it's fine.
Yeah, but to be fair, how many other films would you give a cast member, a knitted item?
No one.
So you'd like it a little bit?
No. No. What I'm saying is that I like Shaun of the Dead, and I like oh my goodness, Hot Fuzz. I really like those 2 films, but The World's End, I'm not massively that big on. But yeah, I just wanted to do something that was slightly different. But then at the same time, everyone thinks that they're doing something slightly different, don't they? When they give stuff to. Cool. Yeah, I did too. His daughter thought it was amazing. Yeah. His daughter was behind him, and she's like, "Guys, I called this out." So I was like, "Yeah." So he said that it was going to go on his trophy mantelpiece. So we'll see. Yeah.
Anyway. Simon, if you're listening, send us a picture.
Yes, please do.
Simon's daughter.
Yeah. Oh, she's only a little bit young. She's maybe a bit too young for this podcast, I think. So yeah. She might be about 14 now. Something like that.
Right, yeah. Still too young.
Yes, exactly. Need to be at least 15 to listen to this podcast.
I'll tell you.
Even though I know every episode, and I'm terrible for this, and I don't mean to do it in an awful way, but I always forget to put the parental guidance might be required on this podcast, but so I leave it open for children to listen. But if they choose to listen, then that's fine, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah.
We do nothing to bait children because our logo isn't cartoonish at all.
Our logo is amazing. I love our logo. I'm looking at both of them now with the wonderful stickers that we have. And if you ever want some stickers or some wonderful t-shirts, go to TeePublic. Get your merch there. Talking Codswallop podcast.
If you put in the search bar "Talking Codswallop," you'll get the link straight away.
Yeah. Another
or you
thing,
can
actually,
read the actual fucking description of the show. You might even find it in there.
I paused.
Yeah. I thought that was your okay.
Can you imagine? That would be awful. Oh dear.
Taxi.
Anyway, just as I was about to say as well, so some of our Salty Tadpoles who may or may not have listened to the previous episodes, which I'm sure you all have, you may have noticed that we have a new bit of audio at the end of our episodes now. And we've now become part of, well, it's a network as such, but it's more of a network of people who are like just being supportive and helpful. They're called the Unfiltered Studios. So you probably will hear the audio at the end of our episodes now. And also notice that our logos have actually changed as well. So we've got like a new US, which stands for Unfiltered Studios on there. Initially, I was a little bit worried about joining I'm going to put air quotes, network, because with this podcast, not we, but I started out, it was part of a network then, but I had such a terrible experience with them that it kind of ever put me off. But now these guys seem really, really nice, and like they're more like a family of people. Don't have to pay extra. They're just basically there to support and help. So yeah, so if anyone's noticed that bit of audio is at the end, that is why. So yeah, so we're now part of the Unfiltered Studios. So yeah, very happy to be part of them. So
Excellent.
yeah,
Thank you for listening if you're listening.
Yes, well, some of them might be, but yeah, and also I think we've made them international as well, because a lot of them were American podcasts, and this is the first British podcast. So
so we'll expand into the Americas.
Yes, we are the official first international podcast for Unfiltered Studios.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
What was the quality like that you ended up with us?
Yeah, exactly. I asked, and they did a little interview with me. Not an interview as such, but it was just sort of get to know you kind of thing. And yeah, I guess I charmed them.
Yeah.
I was me, so you know.
I'll have to look at my cars to see whether I've got the other network referenced on the logo for my liveries.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I don't think so.
Can you get me a PNG?
Yes.
Or get me the artwork files, and I'll send it. I'll send it over to my painter.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No worries. I'll send that across.
That's an update for you, actually.
What's that?
I'm not sim racing at the moment.
I thought you might not be at the moment because of Pup. But
yeah, because he now sleeps where my rig was.
Oh, the bastard!
So I has no space, so I can't do no racing.
Oh, are you missing it?
I am a bit, but what it has done is just give me a kick up the arse to get rid of this place. So
yeah,
because with the best will in the world, with this, the house is going to be too small with 2 cats and him.
Yeah.
So yeah. Cool.
Have you got a fairly large garden, or are you
No, it's
not really.
Probably about 15 meters long by 5 meters wide.
So for desperate toilet breaks, it's okay, but for it's not much really.
I can't exercise him.
No, yeah, because that's a good thing. That's a good thing with socks is that we we do take him out for walks and stuff, but or I take him out for walks mostly. But that's also helpful for my mental health as well, because I really enjoy getting out there with my dog. But also because our garden is absolutely huge. If it is a really bad weather day or I'm not feeling well enough, he still gets loads of exercise because we just throw the ball back and forth and he runs back and forth, so This dog is not neglected, anybody. Please do not think. Oh, dear. Well, Andy,
Yeah.
I think we should finally get on to our Christmassy bit. So,
I thought if I talk long enough, you'd run out of energy. But
no, I mean, I'm nearly there. I'm nearly there. What was it? Somebody said to me that there's a new thing called spoon theory. And it sounds a bit weird, but so basically it's like, say you've got an average person who is really healthy. They've got 100 spoons that spread across a day.
Yeah.
And then, they end up with 30 spoons. Whereas for myself, speaking of myself only, I would wake up with 30 spoons and I have to spread those 30 spoons across the entire day. So I'm left with like one, maybe, if I'm lucky, kind of thing. So, but I actually quite like that theory in some ways. It actually kind of puts it into perspective that you can imagine the spoons, So,
yeah.
But anyway, back to Christmas.
Damn it. It's Christmas. No, no, no,
Right.
no, 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 no.
Na 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 na. It's still Halloween.
I wish it could be Easter fucking now.
I wish it could be New Year. Or actually, to be honest, the only reason that I'm looking forward to Christmas is because of the time off. So yeah, I get although I don't get much time off, it's finish at 12 on the 24th, back on the 2nd.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
and Christmas week off.
That's good. What you booked on his holiday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so that's literally just around the corner, Andy. Don't worry. A couple of days from now, because the episodes drop in on the 22nd.
I think so. I've already broken up.
Yeah, you've already. Yeah.
Yes, I think I've already had my last day in the office, and I'm off all next week.
Oh, aren't you lucky? I've still got 2 days to go. The other thing that I also just remembered as well is that I did a bit of guest podcasting. So we are all over the place at the moment, but it's because Andy was talking so much at the very beginning. Oh, he could not shut up. he never talks, and this one time he always he's now disappeared. So now I can really talk to you guys. So I'm guessing that Roy has just hit the keyboard and has accidentally logged him off, or Andy is being a dick and he's left. But so he'll get to hear this on the episode. So yeah, I did a bit of cross podcasting as well, which was really awesome. It was for a podcast called the Stupid History Minute, and Andy is back. So I'm going to add him back in now, although he is buffering. So I'm going to carry on talking. Yes, so basically it's a podcast that you do for like a minute, and it was really, really hard to do. So for talking for 1 minute is really, really hard. And Andy is back. So I carried on talking. I'm going to finish what I'm saying, and then we'll address the reason why we are. I was only speaking to one person at one point. Yeah. But so for this other podcast, I see the puppy. He was the reason. I know. So sorry. And
have a bio break. So enjoy the story. I look forward to hearing that one back on the replay, and I'll come back in at some point.
Okay, no problem. We will be wrapping it up very soon, though, Andy. Okay, so don't be too long.
Just in case I miss the ending, this is enough talking Codswallop. I've been Andy. Have fun. I love you,
Roy. Okay, so it looks like it's just me now, guys. So so this podcast, I've forgotten where I got to. So it's called the Stupid History Minute. And it was also quite funny as well, because they gave, it's kind of like a script that they gave me to talk about a certain item that might be related to this podcast. So, give you a little clue there. I did a fairly good job in the end, but I certainly did need to take about 5 attempts at doing it. There was also in in true Gemma world, there was 3 words that were put together, which was British, English, and there was something else anyway, but but with a slight lisp, those words, trying to get those words out was an absolute nightmare. So so thank you for that. Yeah, Keb. Thank you ever so much for that. But no, yeah, I think, we did a fairly good job. So now this is either going to be really shit or really funny. So I did a little Google prior to us recording. So I found out with 8 funny, true Christmas stories. And it says to share with the family. So I'm guessing it's going to be a little bit PG. Looking for some laughs to share with your family? Some funny, true Christmas stories to break the ice or pass the time? No. Yeah, we just want to get onto it. So number 1 is changing my own Christmas gifts. Shortly before Christmas, she found a gift her husband was planning to give her. Such a beautiful silver box. What would be inside? She thought. Very carefully, she looked inside. It contained a beautiful bathrobe, but not in the colour she would buy. So she took the bathrobe out, went to the shop and exchanged it for her favourite colour. Okay, Andy's back so he can hear the second one. What did she do? What would her husband say? When she opened the present, she was ready to apologise, but her husband never even noticed. Ugh, men. Right, so number 2, taking care of Christmas snow. Rheinfeld, whatever, Germany. His dad complained about all of the snow on the roads. The boy, 7 years old, was walking in the snow when he saw the solution to his father's problem. So he got an
JCB.
Words. Okay. So he got an excavator and was busy cleaning the streets when a police car stopped him. Immediately, he told the police that he did not have a driver's license. They took him safely home. I think this boy has a bright future ahead of him. Oh, so okay, brilliant. So anyway, so that was a pile of shit. So number 3, I told you guys it might not be that great. So you got to rely on the internet. Yeah, no, it's gonna make it because we got some time that we need to cut out, so we need to fill it. Sorry,
57 minutes of pure gold.
To be fair, I might actually just cut this bit out. Yeah, but anyway, no. 3, it's the dog until it wasn't. Oh, so my brother had a new girlfriend. Is that who the dog is? He brought her. Yeah, exactly. That seems so rude. He brought her to the family Christmas meal. They sat opposite each other, and halfway through the meal, the girl said, "Your dog is quite affectionate. He keeps rubbing my leg." I remember my father answering, "The dog is next to me, Helen." I have never seen my brother and girlfriend get so red-faced at that time. It was obviously the boyfriend was rubbing the girlfriend's leg.
Really? On the scale of never happens to really happened, where are we landing?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, how can you not also notice the difference between a hand and a dog?
Yeah.
He's got fingers. Yeah. A dog hasn't.
Far be it for me to ruin other people's enjoyment.
No, exactly.
Like Nick Lynch.
Yeah, it's all good. The year of the underwear tree. In a family of 5 children, all are boys except one. Okay, so all of the children, all boys except one. So there is 4 boys and 1 girl.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't start that with "in a world," because that's immediately what I would have done, having seen that sentence.
What? In a family of 5.
Yeah, in a family of 5. 4 were boys, but all were boys.
Except one.
Who was a girl. But we will call a boy.
See, no, because I don't. Now it's funny. So, because I'm assuming from the last couple that this is going to be the audio part that we're doing is going to be the funny part. The reading part is going to be the shit part.
Zero context.
Yeah, exactly. When she was 12, the girl, I mean, not one of the boys, her brothers played a prank on her. They decorated the Christmas tree with her bra and undies in the middle of the night.
Really?
Yeah.
My brother's really doing that?
Yeah. But also, yeah, it's like, I have an older brother, so like there's 11-year difference between the two of us. So, you know, but at the same time, yeah, if there was a closer age gap, I still wouldn't want to touch his underwear.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he knew how to hit back though. Before the next day, the tree was full of boxes, Ninja Turtle underwear, and training pants. So that year went down in history as the underwear tree. These, yeah. I think
is this a listicle?
Is it what?
Is that a listicle from like BuzzFeed or sort of thing, like the top 10 best Christmas stories?
Probably. Yeah, you're probably right. I can't. It's the International Storyteller, so that's why it's shit. But I'm just going to have a quick. I'm not going to do all 8 because I feel like the first 4 have let us down. So,
but it's given us more content.
That's a good point. Shall I carry on?
Let's see how much more we can take the piss out of.
Yeah, I'm getting very rosy cheeked. I don't know what's going on there.
Hands off the table.
So number 5, how they forecast a cold winter. It was the winter of 2011 and 2012. So, Chief, will this winter be cold or not? The Native American, probably not the best voice to use, but anyway, the Native American chief admitted to himself he had no idea what to do. Okay. He rang the National Weather Service in Gaylord, Michigan. They assured him that it would be a freezing winter. That's not very assuring, is it? I assure you, sir, it will be freezing this year. Click. And so the chief told his tribe to gather firewood. During the following months, the chief kept calling the weather service, and they kept giving him more and more depressing predictions of the cold in the winter. So the chief kept ordering his tribe to collect more wood. Then at some point, he asked the weather service how they were so sure that it was going to be cold this winter. The reply: we always look at the wood the Native Americans are collecting, and this year it's piling up and up. So it's going to be an icy winter. Oh, true story.
That's up there with the fishing vessel and the aircraft carrier.
Yes. I mean, that's up there with your awful dad joke that you tried to do.
Oh.
I mean, this whole section is up there with that.
Yeah.
Right, number 6. I use out of the edge of your seat, everybody. So all I got for Christmas was a dirty old pan. Ugh. Right.
How many more?
This is number 6, so we've got 4. Well, including this one, 4 more. Yeah. Oh no, 2 more. Yeah, you're right. I can't count. Oh, see, I need those vouchers back, Andy.
Yeah.
The box was old, the pan was old, and the leftover cake scraps in the pan were old. Ew. Then she remembered who the pan used to belong to, a woman who loved baking, and it turned out to be her favorite kitchen item.
Oh, and that's it.
That's it. Yeah. I just wanted to do a dramatic pause that, we can put crickets in.
Yeah. I mean, clearly at this point, they've fallen into the barrel. They've got a head torch on, and they are proper giving it elbow grease, getting the shit off the bottom of the barrel.
Yes.
Stories.
And yeah, they definitely are. Right, let's quick. 7, get me some cranberry sauce. While preparing the family's Christmas dinner, she discovered she had forgotten the cranberry sauce. Her husband, who was watching the game, reluctantly got up and got it for her. So, I mean, he did a good thing so far. I know what men are like with their sports. Well, not all men, but, most men.
Hashtag not all men.
Hashtag not all men, yeah. Hashtag not all sports.
Yeah. Another visual for the podcast.
Hashtag, yeah.
Oh, sorry, again, that's ended. And that's the end of that.
No. It's just that I delayed that one. So, so he reluctantly got up and got it for her. So, well, what he got was a jar of cooked beets. Oh dear, that's nothing like that. So there we go. It's not even the right color. So she sent him out again. It took so long for him to return that they started the meal without him. When he arrived, he dropped 10 cans of cranberries in the kitchen. So that's enough for the coming 10 years, he said. So he got
stories from a very, very small community where not much is going on, and this is
so.
for them chuckles. Funny story.
It definitely is, because I did Google
giving those vibes, isn't it?
Yes, because I did Google funny stories, funny Christmas related stories, and maybe I should have gone with the ones that actually weren't kid friendly, and then maybe we would have had a laugh.
Maybe that's the 8 best parish newsletter stories.
Yes, for the Mormon church or whatever in Utah or whatever.
So from all the parish newsletters from around the world, at the top 8 funny stories.
Right. Well, last not least, this has got to be the favorite. Come on, guys. Number 8. Never give your girlfriend an iron. There we go. What was it? I will give you one for Christmas, darling. Wink, wink.
Nice.
It was a joke. Never would he give his girlfriend an iron. As Christmas came closer, he decided to take the joke a little bit further, so he got an old box of an iron and used it to wrap the present. Ooh. His girlfriend refused to open the offensive present. She furiously ripped it open only after a while, and everybody was relieved that there was no actual iron inside, but a beautiful dress. If you would like to read the full story, please go to the mirror. Da-da! Do you have any more? This is like a little tag on. Do you have any more funny, true Christmas stories? Maybe after reading these very funny, true Christmas stories, you are reminded of something that you are something that reminded you. We would love to hear it. So please send us an email. If you enjoyed this, you'd also like short, heartwarming Christmas stories for adults. Maybe we should have gone for that one instead. Yeah. So cracking images. There we go. And unsplash. So,
there's 20 minutes of your life you're never getting back, Salties.
Yeah, exactly. But sorry. It's Andy's fault for telling us stuff that I had to edit out. So. Sorry.
It's okay.
but it is the most wonderful time of
Have a
the
beer.
episode. Yeah. This is when we finish the episode, then I will shut off. It is the most wonderful time of the pod.
Fast.
Yeah. Well, Andy. Well, Andy.
Ho, ho, ho.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
fuck off. No, I hope everyone has a fantastic week ahead.
Yes.
Merry Christmas from me, Lacey, Levi, and Roy.
Yes. And Merry Christmas from myself, Mr. Socks, Mum and Graham, that'll do. And I guess James. He says indeed. Indeed. And hi, the other James. I'm very squeaky and very energetic. And I really like talking about stuff. Yeah. And I couldn't be here this week because I was dog sitting. Because, you know, you two haven't got dogs. Oh, wait, you have. Yeah, we're still working on James.
I'm noticing a trend, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, this is
if
the
your name's
18th.
James, you don't want to record with Andy. You know, it's fine.
Yeah, but if your name's Gemma, you do want to record with Andy, and we always have the
because you're a G,
best
not a
partner.
J.
Exactly. Oh, God, don't get me started.
Yeah, Gemma with G.
Yeah, Gemma with G, not with J.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Anyway, so I think that we've been talking enough Codswallop this year. I have been Gemma.
I've been Andy.
Yes, you have. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
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 End recording.
Bye.
This podcast is a production of Unfiltered Studios. If you would like to know more about joining Unfiltered Studios, please visit our website at unfpod.com for more information.